In this video, we're going to learn how to estimate non-perfect squares. And we know a non-perfect square, such as the square root of 32, does not come out to be a whole number. There's no number times itself that equals 32. So we need to estimate it to figure out what values it's around. And the first step to do that is to find the perfect square above and below your non-perfect square. And perfect square above and below. So what does that look like? Well, here's step one. I know that the square root of 32, using my new golden paper here, I know that 32 falls between 25 and 36. It's somewhere in the middle here. So I'm going to find one above, which is the square root of 36, and one below, which is the square root of 25. Okay. And I know that my second step here is to find the value of the perfect squares. Find value of perfect squares. And what does that look like in our example? Well, I know that 5 times 5 is 25, so the square root of 25 is 5. And I know that the square root of 36 is 6 because 6 times 6 is 36. So what did I just realize? Well, the square root of the square root of 32 is between the numbers 5 and 6, so it must be 5 point something, okay? And in order to estimate it, one of the ways is take a guess. And then test it. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to do that on a calculator to receive credit. Okay? So I noticed that the square root of 32 is only 4 away from the square root of 36. And 7 away from the square root of 25. I'm just doing some simple subtraction here. So I know it's going to be closer to 6 than it is 5. So my first guess might be, let's see, 5.6. So that's going to be my first guess. I'm going to multiply that out really quickly. 5.6 times 5.6, and I get 31.36, or 31 and 36 hundredths. And that's too low, okay? So too low. So I gotta try something higher, okay? So maybe I want to skip a little and go up to 5.8 times 5.8. Okay, let's try that out. 5.8 times 5.8, and I get 33 and 64 hundredths, or 33.64. And wait a minute. That's too high. It's like the three bears here. One's too low, one's too high, so let's go in the middle. 5.7 times 5.7 equals, let's see, 5.7 times 5.7, 32.49. Closer, but still a little too high. So 5.6 was too low. 5.7 is still a little too high, so I might try something in between these, such as 5.65, 5.65, and let's see, 31.92. That's pretty close. I think we have found a good estimate. This is just right. Well, so what did I just figure out? Well, I got to finish the problem. So circle final answer. And because we can't get an exact value, again, we're estimating. That's the key point here. So here's my final answer. The square root of 32 is approximately equal to 5 and 65 hundredths, or 5.65. And I am all done.